Hi, hold on. That's better. Hi. We have 3 minutes left on the memory card, so that means I gotta delete some footage. Okay, that's better. This is crooked. We need to be aligned with the line, and that's not any better. Okay, I don't care. Whatever. Anyways, you guys, today we're gonna talk about tricks that posers think are cool, because when you put this word in your title, people watch more of these videos. I don't know why, because nobody cares about posers. I recently made a video about how to spot a poser at a skate park as a complete and utter joke, and I think a lot of people in the comments, it just went way over their heads. They actually thought that I was describing what like a poser was. It was supposed to be a joke. Nobody cares about that stuff. I'm telling you, really, nobody cares. My point is, if you're out skating and if you're out having fun, that's all that matters. And the more people that want to step on a skateboard, the better, I think. Why would that be bad? Anyway, so we're gonna talk about some tricks that posers think are cool. Mainly, I'm just meaning people that don't skate or that don't have any idea about skateboarding think are cool skateboarding tricks. Like the guy that yells out the window, "Hey, idiot, do a kickflip," or "Hey, Tony Hawk, do a 900. Those types of people. Now, some of my opinions might get thrown into this here video, and mind you, they're just my opinions. They're not fact. I've been expressing my opinions a lot more on my channel because I'm not afraid to. Everybody has their own opinions and everybody's entitled to it. And people seem to get pretty sensitive towards other people's opinions when they disagree with them. So I recently made a video also about homophobia and sexism in skateboarding. I don't really think that's opinions, to be honest. I think that that's just, you know, kindness and manners. Tricks that posers think are cool. Let's go with the first one, kickflip. Kickflips are obviously cool. It's probably the best looking trick, in my opinion. I know some people out there are gonna have a different opinion. Kickflips, one, they look good. The board flips one time. It's kind of just like a, how did you pick up the skateboard with your feet and flip the board kind of trick. You're like, wow, that's amazing if you don't know about skateboarding. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It looks very awesome and graceful and kind of just like a, whoa, that guy's sick. I always think about skateboarding in this kind of context too. Like, especially when I was a little kid, I had the imagination of like, oh, I could get really good at skateboarding and use it to my benefit if somebody is ever chasing me and like I needed to get away from them really fast and we can encounter a big stair set and I just grind down a big rail and then like, oh, you need to get over this thing. All right, never mind, it's stupid. Anyway, another trick that posers think are cool, and this is only because they only know who Tony Hawk is from playing the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater video games. Wideness? What am I trying to say? The masses were exposed to skateboarding through Tony Hawk and this video game here, and that is the 900.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, look at this!
The 900, I would say a lot of posers tend to think that this trick is very cool. I mean, and it is crazy. It's a really hard trick. I have never done one, and I'll probably never be able to do one. Next trick, Benihanas. A Benihana is when you when you're airing out of either a vert ramp or you're doing a fly out of a ramp of some kind and you're ollie up over something. It's just a fly out. A fly out is when you fly out of like a vert ramp or a transition ramp and you land on flat. That's when you will see this trick most often, and it is when you take your back foot off, you grab the tail end of the board and your foot extends out kind of like a dog that's peeing on a tree, and you kind of just extend your legs as far apart as you possibly can. Another trick. You don't see this trick a lot in video parts. Nobody really does this trick. Yes, I know Daryl Stanton did this trick years ago in a video part. And I think maybe Jimmy Carlin did too, but you don't see this trick very often because it's really, really hard to make it look good. Personally, I think, that is my opinion. My hating. Don't hate on me, we're not hating. That is a dolphin flip. Sometimes they just look really, really weird. It's essentially a hard flip. Now, a hard flip is when you do a kick flip and your board flips between your legs. It does a frontside flip motion, but your body stays straight and you catch it. Now, a forward flip is the opposite of that. Instead of flipping behind you, it does a hard flip motion in front of you. Yeah, it's a really bizarre, weird looking trick that's really hard to make look good. The next trick is a variation of the dolphin flip, and it is called a dragon flip. It was coined by Chris Chan, and it's a very hard trick, and I really can't even, I'm not gonna talk about how it looks simply because I could never probably do this trick. It's pretty insane. You don't see this trick in video parts either very much, but yeah, that's another one that I think technically posers think are cool. People who don't skate tend to think that like the tricks with the craziest names are the ones that are the coolest, and that's inside skateboarding. That's not always the case. Just my opinions. Just my opinions. As you guys can see, I'm playing a very neutral ground here because I'm not trying to offend anybody. So typically, usually, the tricks that tend to look the best and are most aesthetically pleasing to most skateboarders are the tricks that can be caught with your feet in a very graceful manner, like kickflips, 360 flips. Those are very easy to do well tricks. Most people have those tricks down more so than a lot of other tricks that they can do well. What is this sentence? It's not making any sense. So that's my next trick that posers think are cool is 360 flips. I mean, it's just a very standard, basic, everybody learns this trick kind of trick, and it is a kickflip with a 360 shove it motion. Rotation this way, and it does one full rotation this way. Okay, and I would say maybe the next trick that somebody might yell at you and ask you to do, or that might ask you, hey, can you do that? I would say maybe like a 360 or a 540. The spins, people like that kind of stuff. I don't know, people outside of skating like that kind of stuff. They're intrigued of how you can spin on a skateboard without grabbing a hold of the board and just solely using your feet. That is what seems to amaze people. I mean, me, before I got into skateboarding, that's what amazed me. So, I don't know. I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, I can't really think of any tricks with like crazy names. Oh, maybe laser flip. Laser flip, just because it has the word laser in it, I think people are so intrigued by it, they're like, oh wow, that must be crazy because the word laser is in it. But a lot of times that is also another trick that is very, very hard to make look good. I always say that Deshaun Jordan has like the best looking laser flip ever, and I don't really see many good looking ones. Shane O'Neill probably has a good one too. But yeah, it's another very hard trick to make look good. I always put a lot of focus on like how tricks look, just because that's the kind of skating I grew up watching. I grew up watching people like Dylan Reeder, you know, people that just put a lot of emphasis on style in skateboarding and doing a trick well, or not doing it all. Not doing it at all. But yeah, these are just my opinions. Let me know in the comments below on what you guys think. Let's start a discussion. That's what these videos are supposed to be about. And for the record, like this whole poser thing, there's such a poser trend on YouTube, and I'm guilty of it as well, because look at the title of this here video. Anybody that's trying to like learn how to skate, it's weird because when I was in high school, that was something that in middle school that was a word that people used a lot, and then as I got older, less and less people started saying it, and I don't know if it's just me getting older and not being associated with that crowd anymore, because obviously I got older, but it seemed like that word and that term was dying out, and then all of a sudden it just made this huge comeback, probably with all of the celebrities that, you know, pick up skateboarding nowadays, like Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne. Like, those dudes actually seem like they're interested in skating. I don't know why that would make any of them a poser. And I mean, really, it's only this kind of conversation doesn't actually happen between like adults at skate parks. It only happens amongst, you know, a younger crowd at, you know, skate parks or high schools or whatever. But anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this rant. I hope you enjoyed this discussion. I know that this was a different kind of video for me because simply my ankle is like still hurt and I can't really go out and skate. So I'm trying to think of other ways to just kind of sit in my house and make a video and start a discussion also without another party, and, you know, either just get a conversation going and keep the skateboarding alive and well, and I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. You guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. You guys, really quick before you go, I do want to remind those that are interested, I came out with the new issue 3 shirts, one in military green and the other one in all black. Those are in the link in the description. Those are available on my website right now. For those that are interested, if you're not interested, just disregard and ignore. But you guys, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying like out a new format because my ankle's hurt. So, you know, I can't really skate for probably at least another week and a half maybe. I can roll around, but no tricks or anything. There won't be any filming of skating. So yeah, I'm trying out some new formats. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow.
I told you 8!
Oh my god.
I am the one, the way your son knows.
Dale, you know how to do this better than I do, right? Tell the truth.